Hi everyone, I'm Pardes Hellman and welcome to my New York Prequel video. This is basically the pre-story before I took off on my Burke, Virginia to New York City bicycle ride. And this story takes place in the summer of 2019. So let's begin. The bicycle that I ended up buying for this trip was completely messed up. The guy that I bought it from was on Facebook Marketplace last OfferUp, and I drove with my friend Alibaba to go get it. And he looked like McLovin, kind of weird, but he gave me a good deal. It was $35. And obviously, this bike needed some repairs. So I had to take it to a bicycle shop called the Bike Lane. And I go to this nice bicycle mechanic named Michelle Florence. So I tell her, I'm about to ride this bicycle from Virginia to New York City. Can you help me repair it? She's like, let me take a look at it. Michelle ends up inspecting all my bicycle, fixing anything that needs to be fixed. She even gave me some used good tires. After Michelle fixes my bike, she does, however, tell me that the bike is still in pretty bad shape and she doesn't know if it'll make it all the way to New York. And I said, I'm going to try my best either way and still attempt it. Shout out Michelle Florence at the Bike Lane. Highly recommend her for any repairs that you need. So now that I got my bicycle fixed at a bike shop, my concern was, how am I going to sleep outside? Because I did not have some hotel money. The exact amount of money I had for this bicycle trip was only $150. I was researching a lot of gadgets of how I was going to be able to sleep outside. I was going to order an inflatable outdoor sofa, but I ended up going with a hammock instead. The story starts out with me and my friend Amir having some fun. During this time period in the summer of 2019, I was staying with one of my best friends, Amir, and I was actually helping him move. And we were carrying a bed on top of my car, driving it on Roberts Road, right next to Robinson, where he was living. Robinson Secondary School is my old high school, and that plays a bigger part in my future bicycle series. After helping out my friend Amir move some of his stuff to a storage unit, I ended up getting a phone call from my friend Dimitri. He's like, hey, can you give me a ride? I said, hey, my car is really messed up. I don't think I can go that far. He's like, it's not that far at all. But I ended up driving all the way from Burke to Annandale. My car had a transmission malfunction at this time, which means that my car would overheat and would stop in the road randomly. We somehow ended up making it to my friend James's house. At this time, Dimitri was like, hey, can you give my friend a ride back from Annandale to Burke and I'll stay at this house. So I drive James all the way to Burke and my car stops at Kings Park Shopping Center in the middle of the road. There's a lot of heavy traffic and James like, what are you doing? Go. And I looked at him, I was like, I can't go. I was like, my engine's messed up. And he's like, what? He's like, I'm not trying to get hit by a car. So James calls an Uber to get to his destination. Somehow I ended up driving all the way back to Burke, which was very dangerous. And I ended up going to hang out with my friends Amir and Solomon. And I vlogged some of my stuff right here.
Right now, the first step is I'm having trouble packing. I know I have to carry lightweight.
Even though I told myself I was going to pack lightly, I did the opposite. Everything that I was packing, I felt like I needed, so I just put everything in my bag, which was a bad idea. While I'm hanging out with my friends Amir and Solomon, they asked me, are you really going to do this? And I said, yeah, I'm really going to do this. Because at this time, I had no car, I had no place to go. And they're like, what are you going to do if it rains? So I started experimenting. They asked me this question because during this time it was drizzling, so I decided to get an umbrella and stick it in my backpack. But the umbrella kept on falling off while I was riding my bicycle, so I decided to go with the poncho instead. And I'm not a big fan of riding my bicycle while it's raining because it's very dangerous and you can slip and fall. Taking this photo, for the next 2 to 3 hours, I start packing a luggage, which was like a backpack luggage, and it was super, super heavy.
I'm about to head out with my homie. About to go to New York on my bicycle. I got my bag. Oh shoot. Oh.
Thank you all so much for watching my New York Prequel video, and get ready for day 1 where I ride my bicycle from Burke, Virginia to Washington, D.C.
Step is, I'm at Burke Center. I'm gonna try to make it to my cousin's house in D.C.